Right now at noon, 2 Wisconsin prisoners have died from COVID-19 complications. This as hospitalizations continue to increase in the state. And President Trump is saying no to a virtual second debate, but still wants to get back on the campaign trail.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for joining us. Dane County health officials say that cases and hospitalizations for COVID-19 are continuing to increase in the county. There are over 10,800 lifetime cases in Dane County, and that's a 65% increase from just 1 month ago.
Right now, there are 60 individuals hospitalized with COVID in Dane County, and we're seeing hospitalizations increase in every age group over 19 years of age. And this is what we need to be paying attention to and continue to be mindful of, all the things that we can do to keep us well.
Henry says positive cases in people aged 18 to 22 in Dane County has dropped 45% from last week, and those outside of the 18 to 22 age group, there's been an increase of 18%. Dane County is averaging about 112 cases per day. Alliant Energy Center is also testing a record number of people. Officials say they're testing 439 people an hour, and 25% of the people who are being tested at the site are not from Dane County. Right now in Wisconsin, we are close to hitting 140,000 positive COVID-19 cases. This includes 1,419 deaths. Over 111,000 of those cases have recovered, but over 25,000 remain active. The coronavirus pandemic is suddenly hitting harder in many parts of the U.S. 31 states now report an increase in the average number of new cases. One of the hotspots right here in Wisconsin, we saw a record number of COVID-related hospitalizations yesterday. A medical examiner has confirmed at least 2 inmates of a Wisconsin prison have died after contracting the virus. The Dodge County Medical Examiner says 2 prisoners at the Dodge Correctional Institution died in September. The medical examiner says a 63-year-old man with pre-existing health conditions died September 12th from COVID-19. And on September 15th, a 62-year-old man who tested positive for COVID-19 while incarcerated at the Dodge Correctional died of lung cancer. The medical examiner says the coronavirus infection was a contributing factor to his death. On to some brighter news now. Sunny and warm out there. Let's head to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Chris Reese has a look at your first WARN forecast. We could use some good news today, Chris.
Yeah, that's right, Mark. For the second day in a row, we are seeing blue skies, and you can't even find a cloud as you begin to look out there. This sticks around, and I'm expecting this amazing weather all the way through the weekend. Temperatures right now are at 62. We are a little bit cooler than we were at this time yesterday, but I expect those temperatures to warm up by about 5 degrees here in south central Wisconsin. The breeze is coming out of the northeast today. Yesterday it was the northwest, 64 in Janesville, Platteville coming in at 65. The Dells, you are still into the upper 50s, but I still expect you to make it into the low 60s at some point as we go into the day. Doppler track is free of any rain or snow showers, since we have to mention those at this time of the year, since we had some early last week. But as we look ahead, here's how the rest of the day plays out. Temperatures continue to warm up into the 60s. We'll be around 65 at 4 o'clock with plenty of sunshine and calm wind as well.
Get outside and enjoy.
Yeah, we should do it.
All right. Thank you, Chris. We'll see you in a few minutes. The second presidential debate is scheduled for 1 week from today, but the president's positive coronavirus test has put that debate into question, and President Trump is ruling out a solution that could make it happen on schedule.
The Commission on Presidential Debates announced next week's debate would be done virtually in light of President Trump's positive coronavirus test. But they didn't run it by the candidates first.
I'm not going to waste my time on a virtual debate. That's not what debating's all about. You sit behind a computer and do a debate. It's ridiculous.
Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden said he wants to see if Trump sticks to his word.
We don't know what the president's going to do. He changes his mind every second. So for me to comment on that now would be irresponsible.
President Trump says he wants to get back on the campaign trail, even saying he'd hold a rally tonight if he could. That's despite CDC recommendations that say COVID-positive people should quarantine for at least 10 days.
I don't think I'm contagious at all. Well, first of all, if I'm at a rally, I stand by myself very far away from everybody, so whether I was or not. But I still wouldn't go to a rally if I was contagious.
The Trump campaign is considering an in-person event in Pittsburgh as early as Monday, something that stumped Mr. Biden.
If he goes off and he's going to have a rally, I don't know what I'll do.
Biden is heading to Arizona to meet up with running mate Kamala Harris to launch a bus tour of the battleground state. Skyler Henry, CBS News, the White House.
The Trump campaign is proposing delaying the 2 remaining debates by a week to allow them to be in person. Vice President Mike Pence and Democratic challenger Senator Kamala Harris are both campaigning in Arizona the day after their first and only vice presidential debate. Last night's matchup saw the candidates spar over topics including the coronavirus and the Supreme Court. There were some interruptions and dodged questions. The tone seemed more civil than last week's presidential debate, and the candidates were able to make their points on issues including health care and fracking.
If you have a pre-existing condition, heart disease, diabetes, breast cancer, they're coming for you.
They want to abolish fossil fuels and ban fracking, which would cost hundreds of thousands of American jobs.
Vice President Pence said the Trump administration has a plan to protect pre-existing conditions, and Senator Harris denied a Biden administration would ban fracking. On November 10th, the United States Supreme Court will hear arguments on the Affordable Care Act. Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin says if President Trump chooses Amy Coney Barrett as a replacement for the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, ACA will likely be overturned, and this is what could happen.
135 million Americans who have pre-existing conditions would lose their guaranteed protections, including more than 2 million Wisconsinites. Insurance companies would once again write the rules, and they could choose to deny people coverage, charge people more, or set annual or lifetime limits on people's health care.
Last week, Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson tested positive for COVID-19. He said he'll do everything he can to vote for President Trump's nominee, even if he has to wear a moon suit, as he calls it, to do it. Residents in Wauwatosa are cleaning up today from overnight violence. Protests broke out after a black police officer was cleared in the fatal shooting of a black teenager. Protesters smashed windows of local businesses, including a pharmacy, coffee shop, cleaners, and fitness center. Milwaukee County District Attorney John Chisholm announced yesterday that Wauwatosa officer Joseph Mensah would not be charged for fatally shooting 17-year-old Alvin Cole outside Mayfair Mall in February. Chisholm said Mensah had a reasonable belief that deadly force was necessary after police responded to a reported disturbance at the shopping center. People in Louisiana are filling sandbags and boarding up windows for the 6th time in the last few months. Hurricane Delta is heading their way, growing more powerful and threatening to hit the state as early as tomorrow. Delta barreled through the Mexican resort areas of Cancun and Cozumel yesterday. Delta is expected to bring storm surge, destructive winds, and flooding to areas ravaged by Hurricane Laura just weeks ago.
We're in a pandemic right now, and knowing that we're going to have close quarters this whole entire time with the hurricane, trying to figure out exactly how we were going to do what we could for our family.
The Wisconsin Red Cross says 5 Wisconsin disaster volunteers are headed to Louisiana ahead of Hurricane Delta. There are another 34 volunteers deployed virtually or in person to help with hurricanes and wildfires. Governor Tony Evers has issued 9 more pardons. The Wisconsin Constitution grants the governor the power to pardon individuals convicted of a crime. A pardon is an official act of forgiveness that restores some of the rights that are lost when someone is convicted of a felony, including the right to serve on a jury, hold public office, and hold certain professional licenses. To date, the governor has granted 74 pardons. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Whether you're a lentil lover or really not that familiar with them, I think you're going to love what we're whipping up today.
At iMart Express, we've enhanced our safety and cleaning standards so that you can shop safely and save. Get 2 pairs of glasses for under $40 and 2 pairs of progressives for under $80. Shop safely and save at iMart Express.
Right glasses.
Right price.
Right now.
Keep your home comfortable with help from Menards. Save on your home energy costs and get 11% off all Honeywell thermostats. Menards has a great selection of programmable and Wi-Fi units to control with your phone or tablet. Improve your indoor air quality with DuPont filters. Remove harmful particles with a great selection of these allergen air filters. Get 11% off all DuPont allergen air filters now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
A woman who was young had COVID-19. I remember her because she had a bracelet that had the names of her children. She asked me, "Doctor, am I going to be okay?" and I could not give her the answer that I wanted to give her. There's no excuse for why we don't have this under control at this point. Joe Biden listens to medical experts. He actually has a plan that does the things that we should have been doing many months ago. And Joe Biden is not going to let his ego get in the way of fighting the disease.
FFPAC's responsible for the content of this ad.
Our seniors that are being hit the hardest, they're frightened. And I want them to know that their health and safety will be my responsibility if I'm your president. And I'll have from day one, ready to go, the best medical experts and scientists to advise on our response. And I will not abandon you. It's a simple proposition, folks. We're all in this together. We got to fight this together. We'll emerge from this stronger because we did it together. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Attention homeowners, we started with 50. Now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. Mad City Baths is offering special savings on all of our one-day bath and shower designs, like this tub-to-shower conversion, infused with Microban antimicrobial protection for easy cleaning, or choose a safe and relaxing walk-in tub. Mad City Baths is Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. Now 30 homeowners who call will save with 75% off labor, plus 60 months no interest. Receive a bonus $100 Walmart gift card with purchase, and you'll be compensated for your time. Call during this program for a $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Throughout Madison and South Central Wisconsin, have your zip code and location ready to qualify. Dial 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Every day we get lots of questions from you on, how do I do this or how do I make that? And over the last few months, we've been getting more and more questions about lentils. It seems that these protein-packed legumes are catching on in a big way. And for those of you who aren't familiar with them, they look like dried peas and come in a variety of colors. The most popular ones are khaki in color and are referred to as lentils or brown lentils. There are also red and even green ones, and each variety has its own unique taste. When it comes to cooking them, we do it the same way we would cook pasta. We start with about 3 cups of water for every 1 cup of lentils. When they're tender, we drain them, and boy, are they ever versatile. Today, we're tossing freshly cooked lentils with maple roasted sweet potatoes and thinly sliced sauteed Brussels sprouts. What we end up with is a side dish that is autumn at its best. And if that weren't enough, I almost forgot to mention that this is tossed with balsamic vinegar and topped with roasted pumpkin seeds. To get the must-have recipe for our lentil and vegetable medley, simply visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a lentilicious way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Thank you, Howard. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, another sunny day in southern Wisconsin. Will we see a cool down anytime soon? Meteorologist Chris Reese has more in your first warn forecast.
Is getting in and out of your old bathtub becoming more of a challenge? Mad City Baths has a solution. Convert that old bath with a sleek new tub-to-shower conversion featuring walk-in and barrier-free designs. Add grab bars and mounted handhelds for a safer bathing experience.
Now to have this amazing new shower that's walk-in is fantastic.
We also have walk-in tubs, but be sure you call now. 30 homeowners who need a new bath or shower will get special savings with 75% off labor. Also, 60 months no interest, plus a bonus $100 Walmart gift card with your bath or shower purchase. We'll take before and after photos. Plus, call during this program and receive a $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. 30 homeowners will save. Call 608-729-4466. That's Mad City Baths.
When Joe Biden wants an update on the virus, he calls on the nation's top health experts. Working together for all Americans is what Joe does. When writing his healthcare plan, Joe Biden worked with both doctors and patients to make healthcare affordable by lowering premiums reducing drug costs, and protecting people with pre-existing conditions. Joe listened to both small business owners and workers to create his economic plan that cuts taxes for middle-class families, creates 18 million new jobs in his first term, and raises wages by as much as $15,000 a year. Joe Biden's plans will help working families immediately by making the super rich finally pay their fair share. For Joe, it's never been about ego. It's always been about the work he can do for working families. It's what he's always done. Joe Biden brings everyone to the table and gets it done.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
As the election draws closer, you may be getting more campaign-related items in your mailbox and on your phone. What information of yours is out there for sale? And is there a way to stop unwanted mailings? Tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Hi, folks. Friday morning, Hetty has a beautiful weekend in store for us in her forecast.
And we'll tell you how you can smell like Wisconsin. You heard that right. It's not as weird as it sounds. We'll tell you why tomorrow on News 3 Now this morning.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
An update to the state of the labor market, and the cast of Mario Kart advances to the theme park. Diane King Hall has more in today's Money Watch report.
Stocks continue to march higher as investors bet Washington will strike a deal to unleash another round of stimulus to help prop up the economy. Meanwhile, another 840,000 Americans filed for unemployment benefits last week. That's according to the Labor Department. The number was more than expected, and the continued elevated levels of people seeking benefits underscores a weak jobs recovery, where only a little more than half of the 22 million jobs lost to the pandemic have been recovered. On the flip side, Sam's Club is going on a hiring spree. The big box discount retailer says it wants to bring on 2,000 permanent full-time workers to prepare for a holiday rush. The positions would be in its fulfillment and distribution centers. The company plans to launch deals earlier this year as many retailers like its parent company Walmart try to spread out the holiday shopping season. And while many things are going virtual this year, Mario and Luigi want to bring the digital world into reality next year. Super Nintendo World, a theme park, is set to open at Universal Studios Japan next spring. As a preview, Nintendo announced it's opening a new Mario and Luigi cafe next Friday. The park's shops and rides will be based on Nintendo characters, including a Super Mario Kart ride. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Diane King Hall.
Thank you, Diane. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up 90 points, the NASDAQ gaining 66, and the S&P 500 up 24. Let's check in now with Q106 Farm Director Pam Yankee as the harvest rolls along.
Absolutely. You're right, Mark. And this weather is really helping us do exactly what we want, safely and methodically get through the fields. And again, we want to stress the safety element. There was an unfortunate situation that cost a farmer his life down in Greene County. We just have to slow down and think. The fatigue factor, when you get to this stage in the week, after beautiful weather, you start, kind of making mistakes that you normally wouldn't make. So please slow down, give yourself a break, make sure that you're resting. A couple other things that are on our horizon today. First of all, USDA Undersecretary Bill Northey in northern Wisconsin today announcing that they've got $3 million going to help underserved and unserved areas of rural Wisconsin get broadband internet. The targeted areas, Chippewa, Rusk, and Taylor counties, where farms there are, at least 33 different farms are expected to get broadband access finally to be able to take care of business as well as communications. U.S. Ag Secretary Sonny Perdue's down in Iowa today, where they made a financial commitment to the ethanol industry to try to help keep them functioning forward and in supporting all the biofuels industry. So those are two big announcements. One that I'm following up on right here in Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture and the DNR announced that a mink farm in Taylor County has actually tested positive for a version of COVID-19 that has been killing their mink. I just got off the phone with Dr. Darlene Conkler, our state veterinarian. I said, how did the mink get that virus that is ultimately COVID-19 in humans? They don't know just yet. So they're asking all farms to step up your biosecurity and make sure that if you're sick, your employees are sick, stay home. get the mask going, make sure you're washing hands, social distancing, same stuff that we've been hearing time and time again, except now got to be a little mindful about the animals that we might be exposing to that as well. So that farm in Taylor County is quarantined. Barrel cheese is up 1/2 cent today at $2.50. 40-pound block cheese down 1/4 cent, $2.64 3/4. Double A butter drops 5.5 cents today, $1.39.5 per pound. So we're learning all kinds of stuff on COVID and our partners in the four-legged world too, Mark. Like I said, right now it's something that's been detected in Utah, in Netherlands, the mink population there, and now that Taylor County location. So I'll be following up on that.
I didn't know there were still a lot of mink farms around here, but...
Oh, we're still #1 when
Really?
it comes to mink production in the nation. Yep.
All right, another COVID story.
Yep.
Thank you. Here's Chris now with that forecast.
Well, the more you know on that one. One thing we are certainly watching is still the tropics. Hurricane Delta is likely to be a big impact to the Gulf Coast by the time we get you towards the end of this week. Right now a Category 2, but expected to potentially make landfall as a Category 3, oddly enough in the same area where Hurricane Laura made landfall not too many weeks ago. And then eventually that'll work its way towards the Tennessee Valley. Here's Delta right now. It was down towards the south. I forgot to pause that for you. Meanwhile, some of those clouds are streaming all the way northward as far as the Ozarks, but we are still clear, not really getting much in the way of cloud cover just because we have high pressure in control. But folks, there's a warm front. This is getting ready to come our direction. This sets the stage for some lovely weather as we begin to move into your weekend. Here's how high-resolution Doppler shapes up for the state of Wisconsin. We are all clear all the way around. That means we are getting views just like this as those colors really begin to come in. Sunshine does continue for now, and we're going to be getting close to 80 as we move throughout the next 24 hours. Then the rain chances will come in. That's going to help usher in the cooler weather as we begin to move into next week. Let's take you hour by hour. The rest of this afternoon, we keep that northerly wind flow around. We are warming up to about 67 degrees or so. A couple spots will be just a little bit warmer there. Here we are overnight. This is 1 a.m. Check the temperature. It's at 50. Temperatures will actually warm up by a couple degrees as we go through the overnight hours. Then we move into tomorrow afternoon. That southerly wind really begins to increase. It becomes a little bit more southwesterly. This is where places will have the opportunity to make it to 80 degrees. Now, forecast high for tomorrow, right around 77 to 78 for us, but I will not be surprised if a couple of your thermometers make it to 80 tomorrow. Then we see another cold front come on through. That brings the northerly wind into Saturday. That's where temperatures will be a couple degrees cooler, but I'm still expecting those highs to the 70s for your Saturday. Watch this now. Saturday into Sunday, we see this big surge of some warmer air. That takes us into early next week, but here comes a cold front. That's the first brand of some cooler air that moves in, but by the time we get you towards the end of next week, perhaps a secondary push of some cooler air works its way on in. The first one, that's the one that's going to bring the rain chances. It's Monday morning. That cold front begins to arrive from the west. We see a chance for rain come on through. That'll linger with some wraparound showers into your Tuesday. Other than that, check out the extended forecast. More sunshine than not. Temperatures will be cooler, though, into the 50s by the time we get you towards the middle part and the end of next week. So this first half of the forecast, that's the half of choice for most folks. The temperatures into the 70s.
All right, we'll take it. Thank you, Chris.
My pleasure.
Ahead on News 3 Now at noon, it's time for our Dane County Humane Society's Pet of the Week. We'll introduce you to Sally, a pit bull terrier mix. That's ahead at noon.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Attention homeowners, we're looking for 30 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. If you're tired of outdated colors, unsightly mold and mildew, and climbing over a tub wall, Mad City Baths is here to help. From easy access walk-in showers to walk-in tubs with relaxing hydrotherapy installed in as little as 1 day. Premium colors add a modern look, and microban protection prevents the growth of bacteria. Don't wait to call. Remember, 30 homeowners will get special savings, receive 75% off labor with 60 months no interest, and a bonus $100 Walmart gift card with purchase. Last chance to call during this program for the $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Throughout Madison and South Central Wisconsin, have your zip code and location ready to qualify. Dial 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. What does free mean? No cost, right? We've all seen ads about free things included with your purchase. Free carpet pad or installation with your carpet, free love seat with your sofa, 2 window blinds for the price of 1. But we know better, right? At McGann's, free means free. Free delivery and setup with purchases of $500 or more within 50 miles of Baraboo. Shop McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
Our seniors that are being hit the hardest, they're frightened. And I want them to know that their health and safety will be my responsibility if I'm your president. And I'll have from day one, ready to go, the best medical experts and scientists to advise on our response. And I will not abandon you. It's a simple proposition, folks. We're all in this together. We got to fight this together. We'll emerge from this stronger because we did it together. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Isn't it time you had a health insurance company that shares the same values as you? One that acts like a trusted health partner that not only offers easy access to the doctors, hospitals, and clinics of UW Health, but also sees the greater good in keeping us healthy in the first place. A company that understands that serving our community means serving all of our communities. Isn't it time you had Quartz? Quartz, health plans built with you in mind.
Let us help you create your family's recipe for health. SSM Health and News 3 Now are making it easy by putting all the ingredients right at your fingertips. With topics like healthy habits, nutrition, and mental well-being, there's something for everyone. Visit Channel 3000's Time for Kids page for advice from SSM Health experts.
And catch fresh and informative reports on News 3 Now.
Take time for kids with SSM Health and News 3 Now.
Our pet of the week is Sally. She's a young terrier pit bull mix. When Sally first arrived at the Dane County Humane Society, she was nervous and fearful, but she's made new friends at the shelter and has come a long way. She's very happy and loves to meet new people. Our friends at the Humane Society describe Sally as snuggly and playful. Look at that smile. They say she loves to play with rope toys as well. If you're interested in adopting Sally or any of the other animals available, go to thegiveshelter.org or set up an appointment at 838-0413. Our pet from last week, Edgar Allan Poe, and his siblings are all still looking for a new home. And the Madison Firefighters Calendar is on sale now. Madison Firefighters annually produce a calendar with proceeds benefiting local nonprofit organizations. The 2021 Madison Firefighters Calendar is $20, and it benefits the Dane County Humane Society and Geo's Garden. The calendar features Madison area firefighters alongside their pets, rescue pets, and Dane County Humane Society's alumni animals. For more information and to purchase a calendar, you can visit giveshelter.org/fire. And time now for one final check your forecast, Chris.
Yeah, we're going to see more sunshine as we head through today and into the weekend as well. Temperatures will top out around 67 today, but it's 77 as we begin to move into tomorrow. Saturday and Sunday will absolutely be fantastic. We're going to see those clouds increase on Monday. A chance for showers coming in. That's a cold front. We're in the 60s on Tuesday, 50s as we begin to move into the days beyond that. But even your overnight lows, Mark, they are mild. Tomorrow night's low will be right around 56 or warmer, but by the time you get towards next Friday night, your overnight lows start to creep back into the upper 30s at long-term forecast. We're going to see more of those colder days showing up now.
Well, that's going to be that time of the year.
Yep, so enjoy this.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4. Have a great afternoon.